Well, hello my beautiful Virgo, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your twin flame reading for the end of July right through the end of August 2024. I've already cleansed your space and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about, pretending to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings and I will never reach out to you personally to offer one. Also, I will never ask you for money, e-gifts or donations. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful. There's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Virgo, this is your twin flame reading for those twins who are currently in separation. The first pile will be your pile, the second pile will be your person's pile, and the third pile is the unified energy of how things come together in the next 6 weeks, okay? Also, please make sure you know what a twin flame connection is, because if anyone is mentally, physically, or emotionally abusive, that is not a twin flame connection. That is more likely to be a false flame connection, and it will drain you of your beautiful love and waste your wonderful time, okay? Now, also, I want you to be aware that I've opened a competition to win a free personal reading from me, but I'll let you know how to win that a little bit later on, because some people are just here for the reading, and I don't like to waste anyone's time. Now, of course, I am in a different environment, so I will be back in my usual space in a couple of weeks. I've just gone to visit my folks for a bit, so that's why I'm in different surroundings. But let us begin your reading. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Virgo? What do they need to know regarding their twin flame journey at this time? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to see? Can you please show them the way? What are they meant to be aware of regarding their twin flame connection? What are they meant to be seeing at this time regarding this journey? Okay, thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Now, for those of you beautiful Virgos who have heard what a twin flame connection is, I do a little bite size at the beginning of every reading, then please fast forward this bit to when I get to your individual cards, because some wonderful new subscribers are coming in and asking what a twin flame connection is, and of course I'm going to describe like a very basic idea of what it means to be in a twin flame connection. So please fast forward this part if you've heard it before. But, you know, I'll see you when we get to the individual cards. And for everybody else, if you want to know what a twin flame connection is, I'm about to let you know some of the traits and things to look out for. But basically, it's an activated relationship. It's about accepting your spiritual awakening more than it has to do with your twin flame itself, okay? It can be a very physically romantic or passionate, intense relationship at the very beginning, but it's more of that spiritual awakening that is a process to release you from low vibrational energy that keeps you stuck in fear, addictions, patterns, and unhealthy attachments. It's a very intense inner vibrational transformation, but it's a personal journey, which means, of course, it's a journey of discovery that must be done alone. And that's why you tend to have a runner, a chaser, and a separation period. Now, that separation period, it can be for days, weeks, months, years, decades. So I always say, do not wait for your twin, because you will be on a path of healing and spiritual awakening that is on a different time frame than your person, okay? And when the moment is right, you will be reunited, but do not wait for your person, because that will perpetuate the cycle. It's easier said than done, I know. It's a very hard, difficult, and lonely path, but it's more of an energetic exchange rather than a game. As soon as you step back as the chaser and focus on your own life's mission, because each twin has a mission in each lifetime, a calling, as soon as you focus on that and put all that unconditional love, care, and devotion inwards towards yourself, you change your frequency and your twin comes searching you and actually steps up their vibrational game as well, and eventually both of you do the healing and you come together in a vibrational match that is healthier than the one that you met in. Now, it is a formed sacred union that is a result of shared difficulty and pain, and they often reflect back to you your greatest strengths, but also your greatest weaknesses. Their presence is to amplify these areas to promote healing and personal growth as well as transformation. So when you meet your twin, it's like looking in a mirror of all the things within yourself that either you've been avoiding or you were not even aware that needed healing. Perhaps you thought you processed something, but your twin is there to trigger it, amplify it, so you can no longer avoid it. Now, the twin who is the chaser, they tend to be willing to open up to that level of exposure in a twin flame connection. But the twin who is the runner, they look at all the stuff that needs to be healed, the stuff that they've been running away from for years before they even met their twin, and they feel overwhelmed, and they just look at it and think, I can't do this, I'm not doing this. So they avoid their feelings, they push their twin away, and they run. So twin flames, you know, it is not a game. I always explain it like magnets, both identical in polarities. If you think of those two magnets, they're identical and they attract each other, but they also repel each other. There is always that space in between. This is the stuff that needs to be healed. You know, we need to get out of our own way and stop self-sabotaging, and that includes the runner as well. And it's all about changing the vibrational frequency. So as soon as the chaser puts all that love, care, devotion inwards, then the vibration changes here and your twin comes closer because the vibration has changed, but it also encourages them to do the healing work and really finally face all the stuff that they've been running from. It's a very hard journey to navigate, and I'm sending you a huge hug out there. Not everyone meets their twin in each lifetime, but also not every twin ends up together, because it can be a very difficult experience where one twin refuses to do the spiritual work or heal the things within themselves, okay? Now, some people ask, why do twins not just have a conversation, just say how they feel? But, you know, when their feelings are that deep, they want to articulate how they feel, but the depth of love also triggers fearful emotions. They come to the surface and really weigh heavy on their mind, because twin flames, it's more to do with our idea of what love looks like based on our experiences. So twins, they tend to have abandonment issues, or they may have witnessed something in childhood that basically was their first foundation of what it means to love, and it can be a very chaotic or dysfunctional one. Also, it's a culmination of life's wounding and, you know, unhealthy behaviors where people who feel vulnerable, they basically protect their heart and they don't want to surrender to love as easily as other people. So it's about healing before you can go to the next level in the twin flame connection. But if that chaser keeps running towards their counterpart and the runner keeps running, it perpetuates a cycle until the chaser stops and puts all that care in there towards themselves. So I feel it's very important to recognize that, and basically sometimes we meet people in life, not just our twins, but they are there to sort of like trigger or break our hearts or hurt us in some way in order to fix our vision. Now, your twin is not here to hurt you on purpose, okay? They're actually projecting how they feel about themselves. They are there running away from parts of themselves, and they tend to really not love themselves fully when you first meet, and that means that they cannot offer love because they do not love themselves. So it actually inadvertently hurts the other person, their twin, even though they really don't mean to do that. So I just want to clarify just a little bit there of what it means to be in a twin flame connection. Let's get straight to your cards. Your first card there is the inner teacher. So you've learned a lot about this twin flame connection. This is a card of you had faith that this person was your destiny, your future. You thought you would maybe even marry this person, my beautiful Virgo. But with the Devil card present, I feel it triggered an obsessive energy within you that perhaps you don't even like yourself. So I feel there's a lot of toxic traits or behavior that's gone on in this connection. Now, for some of you, this could just be fear that you have met someone who is so deep and that you love them so intensely that it feels like you're out of control, especially when they are withdrawing, because they've got the High Priestess energy here, which basically means that you're on their mind a lot. It's a Virgo card. This is the pile of how they feel about you. and I feel they actually want to talk to you about the end or the way that they ended this connection, because I feel this person, they tend to self-sabotage, and they know that, and they are kind of awakening right now and realizing that their toxic trait is to self-sabotage. As soon as things feel really nice, good, passionate, loving, they run. And I feel deep down, this person, looking at the energy, I feel this person is on their spiritual path, but I feel they're having a bit of a breakthrough in their life because they're an overthinker. And I feel this person, they tend to get very hesitant and overwhelmed by their feelings. They're very detached at this time, and I feel like they're learning to tap into some feelings that I feel they've been numbing. And for some of you, not all of you, but some of you met perhaps when you are partying or when there was alcohol or substances involved. Not all of you, of course. It doesn't have to be that. I am picking up a small percentage of you dealing with that. Your twin is trying to basically get clean. If that is something that you've been dealing with or know that your twin has been dealing with, they may even talk to you about that. But for the rest of you who have not been dealing with someone like that, I feel that there's been a very obsessive kind of connection between you and your twin, where there's a lot of physical attraction, okay? And I feel that to some degree, both of you got lost in the physical side, even though there's very deep feelings here. I feel that there's been a level of detachment in this connection for fear of going too deep, because both of you are aware that the other is struggling with something, and there's this hesitation. It's almost like I feel two twins want to take the leap of faith together. One was ready to jump, but the other just kind of stopped and wasn't ready to do it. And it's put the whole union out of joint. I mean, the Hierophant also indicates, you know, that you want a traditional relationship, you wanted to settle down with this person, and you recognize that this person was not ready. But also, I feel there's something within yourself that you've noticed, perhaps, and again, don't shoot the messenger when I say this, this relationship may have triggered certain patterns within yourself that has made you feel really stuck, because I feel it's almost like you want to break free from the repetitive cycle of this. You know, there's a lot of love here. I mean, you absolutely adore this person. You gave this person your whole heart, your whole soul, but the Devil card is present. So you feel really stuck with this. You want to love this person, but at the same time, I feel you're so stuck in this, it's not going anywhere, that you're taking the power back, and you're trying to learn about twin flame connections more and more. But also I get the sense that you're feeling really fed up, that you know, you're protecting yourself, you're trying to have faith, and you're just trying to move on. For some of you, not all of you, I'm getting a small percentage of my beautiful Virgos out there, and it's almost like 3%. Some of you may have decided to move on and get into a high-level commitment with someone else. Okay, but still, I feel this twin is on your mind. It's almost like their memory whispers to you. It haunts you sometimes, even though you're trying to move on and you may adore the person that you're with. But I feel this person, they will try to reach out to you, okay? But what you do with that is your call. We all have free will. But for some of you beautiful Virgos who are dealing with the fact that you may have tried to move on, because we've got the Ace of Cups here, there's this energy of new beginning, or feeling that, you know, this relationship is too toxic, or it has fallen into a repetitive cycle that is unbreakable, or you feel that there's unhealthy behavior that has to be changed or healed before this person can come towards you. I feel right now it's stalemate for you. And it's almost like you've let go with love to some degree, even though the Devil card, there was a lot of anger, maybe even a bit of bitterness at some point where you're like, why? Why did I get into a twin flame? What's the point of it? But I feel it has spun you off onto this spiritual journey, because what twin flame relationships do, it makes you see where you're giving your power away. It makes you see where you should love yourself a little bit more. It makes you see where you need to empower yourself to focus on your true life's mission and calling. And you gather up all that strength. And that's what I see in your energy right now, my beautiful Virgo, that you are trying to gather up all this strength to really kind of detach yourself from this, because you've had enough, okay? Now, inner teacher, there's part of you that feels a little bit annoyed with yourself, okay? Again, don't shoot the messenger when I say this. I get this energy of like, you wish you'd never met your twin, or you can see the benefit, but at the same time, it hurts. It hurts real bad. And, you know, you offered so much of yourself in love, and you tried to save this. But part of you, I feel like you're trying to make peace with yourself as well, that you had to go through this process. I mean, we choose to meet our twin flames before we even come to this earthly plane. So I feel like, you know, you have a contract with this person to sort of trigger certain things that you need to learn. And I feel you actually taught this person a lot. There is definitely a psychic bond between you and this person, another worldly kind of feeling where you may almost feel like you will never experience this in another person, and to some degree you will not. You can go off there and have a soulmate if you're looking for a soulmate, and I definitely see here with the Ace of Cups that, you know, there is a soulmate kind of around you at the moment, or you're about to meet one is what I'm seeing there. And this is for the majority of Virgos, is what I'm feeling. Whether you are connected to somebody else now or not, I just get this energy of you wanting a peaceful, high-level commitment relationship where it just is easier, where, you know, you just want to be loved, you want to be seen, you want this person to really like make an effort. And I feel there's a part of you that's resigned yourself to the fact that maybe it's not going to be your twin. But the Ace of Cups is about loving yourself. It's about unconditional love for self. And I feel that some of you have taken a long time to really feel comfortable in your own skin, to really try and stand in your power and know that you are enough, and that actually the twin flame, your twin pushing you away, was never about you. It was all about them, projecting how they feel about themselves. They're running away from a part of themselves that they feel like they're not enough, but also this person, they cannot articulate how they feel, is what I'm seeing. I see on both sides that deep down, both of you want a new beginning. You want to start again, but it feels like the elephant in the room. You're not going to let them get away with the way that it ended, is what I see. I mean, the Devil card is fears. So some of you beautiful Virgos could be like, if I let this person back, will they repeat a cycle? I feel like you're so aware of the cycle, but you recognize that you and this person, there has to be healthier boundaries in this connection. But I feel the main lesson for you and this person to learn is unconditional love for self, and learning to fall in love with your single life first before you connect with another. Because sometimes we are put on pause on purpose in order to reflect on our own path. Now we've got the Devil card there, of course, so this is in your protagonist energy, and this can be how you feel about your person. So I feel some of you, either they have some sort of addictive qualities, or there's just a lot of physical attraction, a lot of temptation. You know, when we say that we're not going to let our twin back, we mean it. But then when the twin tries to re-enter our life, especially if they are unhealed, it can be intoxicating. It can be like really tempting, and I feel like you're trying to gather that strength, as I said, in order to release temptation so that you can love yourself, because I feel like you're choosing you right now. And I mean, the Devil card, it's like you're bonded in some way to this person, but at the same time there's this fight, inner battle, where you're like, I need to choose myself at this time. So I feel some of you may get some advice on twin flames, or you may actually decide to, because I see this energy of two people withdrawing, not even just your twin withdrawing at this time. I feel you, my beautiful Virgo, you may have sent the last message perhaps, or it may have been a message of love, but a recognition that you and this person, it's like when it's good, it's awesome, but when it's bad, it's ugly. That's what I'm seeing with you and this person. But I feel for some of you, this person may have even ghosted you, because you've got the High Priestess in their energy. They may have withdrawn without speaking their truth or without saying anything. I feel for some of you beautiful Virgos, your twin took a very immature way out, and it weighs heavy on their mind. And I feel actually the next time you speak, because I do see that your twin wants to talk to you, the next time you speak, your twin is going to mention how they left it or how it ended, because it's weighed heavy on their mind, okay? Now I have to address a small percentage. It's like 1% of my beautiful Virgos. Not all, but I have to address it because it's come up strongly. Some of you beautiful Virgos out there, your twin has transitioned. okay, has passed on. And, you know, I feel some of you are grieving. I feel there's a lot of love still there, but a recognition that this was a very complex person who found it hard to be loved or let love in, even though they did love in their own way. There was a very kind of like maybe even toxic love language here, but I feel this person is still trying to communicate with you. So you may see lots of signs or symbols regarding this person is what I'm seeing there, because I'm being given this nudge of trust your intuition. I'm trying to reach out. So it could be through songs. So if you had a favorite song or a song that this person was connected to in some way, you may hear that, or if you see their name everywhere, or if suddenly, like, if they give you a small gift and it suddenly falls out of a drawer or out of a book, or, you know, you're suddenly reminded of it, this is your twin saying, hey, I'm still around. And I feel this energy of regret. They wish they could have told you how they really felt, but I feel they were very cautious, okay? You've got the High Priestess energy there, which is a card of caution, but also withdrawal. And we've got the Death card there, as well as the Ace of Swords. So this is only if you know that your twin has transitioned. Look out for the signs. I feel like they're trying to talk from beyond and let you know that they're still around, that they think about you a lot, and they wish they could have articulated how they felt on the earthly plane, okay? So with a lot of respect and love, I'm going to move away from that energy. For the rest of you beautiful Virgos whose twin is still on this earthly plane, the High Priestess is an energy of unlocking the door to the subconscious mind. This is how they feel about you. This is a Virgo card, so I do feel that this person thinks about you a lot, but there's something that they're very cautious about. Now, I don't like to play the blame game, and I'm not here to take anyone's side, okay? I'm just here to understand both sides so I can understand an outcome. I want to see why this person is cautious, but for some of you, it could be that either they feel you have displayed some sort of toxic trait, or perhaps both of you have had some sort of pattern that is not healthy, and they know that when they get into that cycle with you, they get lost in you, is what I'm seeing. This person gets completely lost in your passion, in your love, in your intensity. It almost feels like they are losing a part of themselves, and they like control, whoever this person is. So I'm just going to pull a quick card on that, because it feels like they are hesitant to get into this because it's so intoxicating, but it's almost like they're aware that it triggers their bad behavior or their bad patterns. As I said before, twin flames, you know, they tend to amplify our greatest strengths, but also our greatest weaknesses. And I feel like your twin, when they are with you, it's all consuming. It's like they have access to the light side, but also the dark side of themselves, the shadow self, and it overwhelms them and feels really scared. So, for example, if they have an argument with you, it may feel like it's more intense than if they argued with someone else. There just feels like this overwhelming sense of intensity from this person, and they get like just a little bit scared by it, okay? I want to know why. Because it's not like this person is saying, you know what, Virgo, you're the problem. It's not that at all. I don't feel that level of blame. I feel like they're just noticing how they behave in a relationship with you and what it triggers within themselves, which is the whole point. They're meant to face it so that they can heal it, because it's also coming from a root cause, and I just want to see what that is, okay? We've got the Knight of Swords. This person wants to change their life because of it. They want to step up. They are aware of it. They want to respond differently to the pattern, the cycle of repeat. So to some degree, even though they're sort of reserved in their energy, they're cautious, I do feel also that they have something that they hid from you. Okay, I want to see what that is, but I do feel that they want to tell you what it is. I feel like they don't want to hold back anymore. Can you show me what the secret is? Can you show me what the secret is for my beautiful Virgo? Okay, we've got the Nine of Swords there. This person is haunted by something before they met you. I also feel this person, they have a level of depression that they tend to slip into. And again, I'm not medically trained to talk about that, but that is coming from this card here. So if you know that your person is like bipolar, or they have some level of medical depression, then this could also be a factor because it amplifies things for them, anxiety, and it gives them certain knee-jerk reactions. And again, I'm not really trained or officiated to talk about this, so I'm just going to step away from that with respect, but it's something that is coming out right now. It's something they've dealt with their whole life is what I'm being given here. But also the Nine of Swords tells me that something has been haunting them. It could be the secret, but I feel it's more the way it ended. Okay, that's something that's on their mind. Nine of Swords is to also kind of have an inner critic. You know, they always feel like they're not enough. When things are really good, they're like looking for the fly in the ointment, and they feel that everything's going to go wrong on them. So it's almost like they create drama or... Okay, thank you so much. I'm so grateful. Also, I feel this person, when they were younger, someone really close to them transitioned, because I'm getting an energy that death surrounded your twin. Okay, so it could be that they had an experience where someone who was deeply, deeply connected to them, like a friend or a family member or someone really close, died when they were younger. And I feel like they're hesitant to get close to people because they feel that when they get close to people, they're taken from them, or that love leaves in some way. So it's almost like this person remained like very cautious but also independent to get involved only so far and then stop. But they couldn't stop with you. That makes sense because of their overwhelming sense of hesitation, because of their deep feelings for you. So I feel there's this energy of they wanted to stop it before it went too far because you got in deep with this person. But with that death card, I feel like the way it ended is really haunting this person. So however it went down, I do feel this person wants to take accountability. This person's always looking back towards you. I would say you're going to hear from this person very soon, actually, because there's so many swords coming out. This person has got something they want to say. We've got the King of Wands there, okay? King of Wands is take action. They want to take action. This is a card that indicates they want to influence their circumstances, but they already realize that their actions influence this relationship and broke it down. So I feel there's also an energy that this person, they almost felt like they weren't ready to fall in love. They thought it was going to be a very passionate encounter and it was only going to get that far, but they see that you're their destiny. They know that there is a psychic bond here. They can't stop thinking about you. They're always looking back. What is the secret? I feel it's connected to someone passing. It's not really a secret, but I feel it's a nugget of truth that is important to them in their life, which of course makes sense. But I feel in order to remain in control of their emotions and know that they can never get so deep in a relationship, it just feels like they think deep down that they're protecting their heart when actually they're preventing true love to come in. So let me just see a little bit more. No, they're just holding on to this, okay? So this particular twin flame connection, and it may not resonate with everyone, of course, because I have to honor the cards and the energy that come out. The Four of Pentacles, it tells me this person is holding on to this, and they're recognizing now that by holding on to this, it's preventing them from living a full, enriched life where they are loved. So I feel this person actually wants to do something about it. So I feel you are going to have a conversation with this person. They cannot let fear govern their life, even though it shaped who they are and influenced the way they operated. I feel this is something that they experienced before they met you, and it's something that kept them hesitant. So I feel they're going to tell you about this. We've got the Death card. Yeah, I mean, the Ace of Swords is to talk. It is to communicate. And with the Ace of Swords and the Death card, it tells me this person wants to tell you about a bereavement, someone that they were grieving. And it's almost like they couldn't imagine. This is a very complex energy that's coming through. I'm being given they couldn't imagine living a full, enriched, and fun life knowing that someone dear to them didn't, even though that's kind of productive really, because it's like, surely you should like embrace all that life has to offer because of that experience. But this person, they're just like, they're stuck in their grief. Okay, and again, I'm sending a huge hug out there. If you are a cross watcher and this is you, I'm sending so much love. Actually, I see the person who has transitioned. They want you to be happy. They want you to live a full, enriched life, and they want you to surrender to love on your own terms, of course, but they want you to, you know, have your heart fulfilled in every single way. So that's definitely coming through there as well. For some of you, this could have been a partner that transitioned before you met your twin, and it's really hard to move on, and you may feel that you're willing to surrender to the union, but then suddenly you may start to feel like you're not ready, but you will know when the moment is right to surrender to the union. And I always say to every twin flame, what is meant for you will never pass you by. So I'm definitely getting this energy that, I mean, looking at things, I feel both of you want to invest in this connection, but I feel there's still more work to be done. I feel for you, my beautiful Virgo, that you're learning to love yourself in a healthy way, erect healthier boundaries, and to know that you are enough. And this pause in the twin flame connection, because it is a rite of passage, there is meant to be a separation period. It's only a small few twin flames that don't have that separation period, but the majority do. And this period is to know thyself in a deeper way and to find love on your own terms and living your own passions, living your life fully. And for your twin, this is more about overcoming a grief. It's about learning to articulate how they feel and recognizing, because I feel their destructive kind of behaviors have been witnessed in childhood. And it's almost like, in order to feel fulfilled in love, they witnessed when they were younger from either parents or guardians or maybe previous relationships, that to be in a destructive cycle, it like promotes new growth, or it's exciting, or it's thrilling, or the drama of it all. And they're realizing with you that actually there can be a healthy moderation point. There can be a relationship where there is passion, intensity, but it doesn't have to tear each other down. So I feel your twin is learning about that at this time. I mean, they have the death card there, so I do feel that this person, they think about the ending of this connection. I'm also feeling someone sneezed right now, if that's you. Bless you, Gesundheit, and all of the things that's come through there. It's just a big burst of energy that happened, so perhaps I'm picking up on your energy for this reading, or yeah, I'm going to move on from that. I'm being given a major energy about your twin. They actually have a tarot reading on you, okay? And they may tell you about this. They booked a reading and you came up, and then they wanted to focus a little bit more on you in the reading because they want to know where it's going and how they can get to that place to have a sustained relationship rather than it be in and out in a cycle. And they may tell you about this. That's coming out there as well. But I feel here that there's an energy. It's like their love has not died for you. I feel like it's transferred into a different form. And this person wants to tell you that they are like spun off onto a spiritual journey. And they will tell you that they are trying to change their lifestyle in some way to be healthier and choose healthier options. I feel with the Ace of Swords, your person is really having an awakening or a breakthrough moment. And I feel that you're going to hear from your person, because this is in the next 6 weeks, and I feel there's going to be a flurry of messages from them. Even if you don't reply to them, I feel like this person's going to keep messaging you until you do. Not in an obsessive way, but I feel they want to really get their point across. They've got something to say to you. But also I feel like they've got something that has been left unsaid. I feel they want to try to tell you why they did what they did. And not many twin flames get those answers, but I feel this person wants to give those answers. They want to give clarity is what I see, okay? But also I feel this is how they feel about you. For some of you, and again, you're probably going to shoot the messenger on this. For some of you, they feel that you ended the relationship, or you did something that made them step back So let me see what that is, because it's a major energy that's coming up. And this never really comes up in my readings, but it's something that keeps popping up. So I'm not here, as I said, to play the blame game. You're probably sitting at home right now going, what the F? So, but it's something that's coming up for somebody. Page of Swords. The Emperor. Okay. So one thing I'm getting is that either they thought you were talking to someone else, or they thought that you didn't trust them, that you were keeping close tabs on them and they didn't like that. I mean, twins, especially when they're going into a deep relationship and they feel that overwhelming sense of intimacy, they feel exposed. So all the secrets come to the surface. You just kind of know what the other person is feeling, thinking. You just have a deep affinity with that person. So it could be that they feel very exposed, almost like you saw into their soul and they didn't like it. So maybe that's the energy I'm picking up on, rather than you were like spying on them or finding out their secrets or something like that. I feel there's an energy here of they're very cautious about opening their heart. They're very reserved, this person. They are trying to mature, but I feel this energy of them feeling very protective or exposed in your presence, and they didn't like it. Also, I feel this energy of age, you know, like an age gap, but it's not a factor. But I feel this person, either there was a conversation about it and it made them feel uneasy, but really it's not a factor. There's love here. So I feel also there's just this energy about a father figure that's coming through. So it could be that they want to tell you about a father figure experience that they had, or perhaps this is something that you had. There's a conversation here about a father figure, and for some reason it seems to have been an influence as well. I mean, I'm actually seeing in the water right now, because I'm scrying at the same time as doing a reading, like Romeo and Juliet. Okay, so for some of you, it could be that either your families know each other and they don't get on, or perhaps it's like, you know, there's an expectation from a family to do a certain thing and it got in the way and influenced this connection. So I'm not really sure how it's relevant. Maybe you and your person used to talk about Romeo and Juliet and how you are sort of like at the mercy of fate, of whether you're together or not, but you really want to be together. Or maybe it's like outside circumstances beyond your control tried to break you and your person apart. So please take it as it resonates. Maybe it just means that you're going to see like the movie Romeo and Juliet advertised somewhere, or maybe they wrote a message in Romeo and Juliet book and gave it to you, or perhaps it's something they're going to give to you. So please take it as it resonates, because it may not resonate right now, but in the next coming weeks, months, years, it may resonate. Okay, that part. Now your outcome energy, we've got the maturity card. So this indicates that both of you are spiritually evolving separately, learning about unconditional love. This relationship, it has been a struggle. I mean, looking at your energy, you're feeling really stuck. You don't know what else to do. You love this person. There's a lot of passion. You're tempted, both of you are tempted to fall back into the same sort of cycle of repeat, because you may feel that for some reason you have good intentions going into the connection and you really want to be together, but then suddenly it all just falls apart. And that means that there's something that has been left unhealed. But I see that your person is making a breakthrough. They will message you, is what I see. But with the Five of Swords, this can also be sabotage. Okay, so it feels like there could be a reunion between you and your person, but I feel people are getting in their head right now and overthinking things. There's a lot of anxiety. But also this card can indicate that you need to leave the past in the past, okay? Everything that's dead and gone, it's dead and gone. We got to learn from it. It happened, we experienced it, but it's now an illusion. It doesn't exist anymore. There's nothing we can do to change it. We can only live in the present moment and work from here. So both of you, if you want to invest in this connection, there has to be, number one, an honest, open conversation where you take accountability for actions, both of you, but also there has to be decision where it's like, okay, we can't keep digging up the past, or we can't keep allowing our past fears to get in the way of this, because both of you deep down with the King of Pentacles, you want to invest in this. You want a solid union, but also I feel this is a card of responsibility. So not only is it about taking accountability, but I feel both of you have a lot of responsibility on your shoulders right now, and you may be under a lot of pressure, and either you or your twin may feel that now is not the time to really be kind of like exploring this if it's going to go the same way, because you feel this person's wasting your time. But I feel that there is a conversation coming. So will you reunite with this person in the next 6 weeks? I would say no, not physically, but I see that there is some communication coming in. With the King of Pentacles, this is really about building a foundation. When it comes to a twin flame connection, it's about being serious, to set intentions to move the relationship forward. I mean, we do have a King of Pentacles and a Queen of Wands. So either you're dealing with someone who's got fire in their chart, or even earth in their chart. I know you have earth in your chart. This could be that, you know, both of you are very different and you have to honor each other's differences. And I feel, I mean, the Five of Swords can be looking at things from a different angle, that things get so pressurized that something has to change. Otherwise, if you do the same thing, you're going to get the same outcome. So I feel, you know, both of you can be together, but there is an energy, and it's coming through in both of your sides. It's almost like both of your intention is to settle down, ground the relationship, or be together and have a long-term relationship. But also there is a lot of physical passion, connection, and I feel that it's coming from your twin, actually. Even though you've got the Devil card, I feel there may be an energy that you're bonded to a certain pattern of repeat with this person, or they're so tempting, you love this person, it's hard to sort of resist it. But I feel from your person, they're emotionally avoidant at this time because of their previous experience. And again, I'm not here to give anyone an excuse or a way out. I just feel that this person, they're very cautious about opening themselves up to a relationship, and you can't wait anymore is what I see, because the Devil card could be like you're impatient, you're annoyed with this, it's wasted your time, you have a lot of love to give, and you are lovable, and why should you wait for someone who is not ready to love you in the way that you want to be loved? So I feel for some of you, looking at your energy, my beautiful Virgo, you're thinking about new love, moving on to a soulmate. But your person, I feel, they can feel that you're ending it, because energetically you're bonded. So as soon as you step away and make that radical change that you're going to focus on something else or somebody else, they will try to resurface in your life, and they will basically show you with action how far along they are. I still see that they're very cautious. They're still getting over something. I feel both of you can be a couple in the future, but in the next 6 weeks, I feel, you know, there is a bit of a cycle going on where both of you get to talk about the self-sabotage that's gone on and how it ended. Because I feel like your person wants to tell you they regret how it ended. But let me just take a peek later on after 6 weeks before I go to the final deck for you. Can you show me just after the 6 weeks what's going on there? What's going on after the 6 weeks for my beautiful Virgo in this connection? Can you please show them the way? Seven of Pentacles. That's the fork in the road card. It basically means just after the 6 weeks, it'll feel that it's still a project. It's not as satisfying as you want it to be, but it can be saved. King of Wands. Now, I have to acknowledge that we've had a King of Wands twice, a Queen of Wands, and the King of Pentacles. So that can be like a third party situation, and by third party I do not mean that they have someone else, okay? It can be that it's influences from their childhood, it could be friends influencing them, or their circumstances that they feel a lot of pressure right now, they need to work to earn money and they can't give to love right now. So I'm just going to pull a card and see if there are 3 people here, but looking at the energy, I would say no. I feel it's more that by you influencing your circumstances and taking action, that it kickstarts this person to really come forward. Can you show me if there's 3 people here? Can you show me if there's 3 people here? No, they want to reunite. They want to be with you. So I just want to clarify. The Judgment card is the fork in the road. Just very similar to the Seven of Pentacles, but this is a big deal. This means they want a second chance. And for some of you, you may have said, I gave them second, third, fourth chances. It just basically means they want another chance. They want to reunite with you. They want to leave their old life behind. But I feel this is about you and your person leaving the cycle of repeat behind and knowing deep down that you have a calling to be together. This is to follow your calling, not only to be together, but also your true life's mission, your true north. So both of you were separated to learn about unconditional love, but also to focus on your true calling. And there's a strong potential that you and your person will reunite in the future, but I feel it's not in the next 6 weeks. So 2 of Cups, this means union, a love that can transcend any negative patterns right now. But I always say, do not wait for your twin. Get busy living, get busy focusing on yourself and your own needs. And when the moment is right, the universe will orchestrate a meeting between you both to come together in union, okay? So I'm just going to pull some final cards before we close. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Virgo? What do they need to know? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to be aware of at this time? Can you please show them the way? What are they meant to see regarding their twin? Whoa. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Virgo? Okay. So, I need courage to face my feelings. And that stems from them losing someone when they were younger, before they met you, someone who was very close to them. It doesn't have to be an ex, doesn't have to be a lover or someone that they were romantically interested in. It's someone that had a profound effect on them, and they just learned that when they invest so deeply in love and they lose that person, it hurts. And this person's been grieving. They've been haunted by something from their past, and they didn't want to connect so deeply. We've both changed, and I'm not sure about the future. That's come through there as well. I hide my true desires for you, which I do feel this person did. Please forgive me, I messed up. Now this deck, you know, these are conversations that have been left unsaid, but I do feel, as I said, this person wants to talk about how it ended, and I feel like they are going to take accountability for that as well. I hope the future brings us together. And as we saw just now, I did a little peek after 6 weeks, what's going to happen. There is a strong potential for you and this person to be together in the future. And finally, my pride and ego affected this connection. Everyone has to go through an ego death. And that's what I was saying, you know, we have to break ourselves open so that we can, you know, fix our vision or spiritually evolve and let the light in as well as out. And I feel both of you have been in a separate energy in order to focus on enriching your own lives, and then you can come back together in union when you both spiritually evolve. I'm just going to go and get a trinket or a rune before we close. Now also, for some of you beautiful Virgos, if you want to enter the competition to win a free personal reading from me, all you have to do is listen to a song called You're the Voice by John Farnham and write in the comments box below, I stand strong with an attitude of gratitude. And my guides will bring me to 1 subscriber to win that free personal reading. Keep your notification bell on because my guides will bring me to a subscriber, and I will announce the winner at the end of the month. And I'll put up a video and it'll just like ping you and let you know when that video is up there. You can see if it was you that won the reading. Also, I just want to say thank you for your continued support. You're just awesome, okay? And I hope something resonated in this reading for you all. And if it does, of course, please like or subscribe to my channel. Finally, your rune that you got for this reading is the water rune. So this is all about your emotions, okay? This is about a spiritual awakening. This is a rune that indicates both of you are psychically bonded. Pay close attention to your dreams. It's really weird. I'm seeing like an image of a brain and a heart. So it can be that there was a bit of a head over heart kind of battle going on in this connection. Maybe you or your person is going to dream about that, and it'll be a dream that is discussed. Or maybe you're going to see a logo or a picture that has a brain and a heart in it. And this signals that you're going to hear from your twin very, very soon, okay? And finally, we've got the Ham's a hand. Now, the Ham's a hand indicates you're protected and redirected. So basically, you and your twin, you're currently in the throes of the pause, the separation period, and that happens on purpose for each twin. So I feel like both of you will come out the other side and you can be together again. But remember, do not wait for your twin, because when the moment is right, it will happen organically. Even to the point of you may bump into them in the street. You may actually just, see them cross the road. You may see them in a store. Suddenly they reach out. Sometimes at the most unsuspected moment, the universe says, you're ready. And then it brings you back together, okay? So do watch out for that, because I feel there is a reunion for you and your person in the future. Thank you so much, my beautiful Virgo. I'll leave it there, and love and light.